Okay, we are now ready to begin with the University of Texas. Coach Rodney Terry. His student athletes tonight are Dylan Dessou and Tyrese Hunter. Dylan will show up in just a bit. We will now go to head coach for our opening statement. Coach?
Well, first off, I'd like to extend some prayers and best wishes for Coach Self. He's the elder statesman in this league. That's a guy we have a lot of respect for, and we're just praying for a good recovery from him today. Played a game today against a well-coached team. Mike's teams always play extremely hard on defense, one of the better defensive teams in the country. Thought we did a really good job of taking care of the basketball and attacking on our terms. Thought we did a great job of rebounding, especially early in the game as well. I thought our guys really had a great defensive effort themselves as well. So, again, another really hard-fought win in the Big 12, but a lot of respect for our opponent.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. Let's direct questions now to Tyrese, and maybe Dylan will come here in just a bit. So first question, Tyrese will be on your left.
Chip Brown with Horns 24/7. Tyrese, can you just talk about the hot start you got off to and the kind of the flow of that game? Because you both were playing great defense. There was some scoring droughts.
Yeah, I think everything for me started on defense, and within the team it started on defense. We know they're going to come out and be aggressive. They're aggressive on defense too, but, that's what we take pride in. And I think all my shots came off of defense, and just hitting singles out there, playing smart, and, just stepping the rhythm and being myself. I've been feeling pretty good shooting the ball, so I just continue to do that.
Okay, here on the front row. Wait, here the mic's right behind you. Okay.
Hey, Tyrese, when did you know that Timmy wasn't going to play? And did you think, well, how's this going to affect what I do in this game?
I found out. I really don't know when I found out, but I know it's always the mentality of next guy up. Timmy was up cheering the whole game, supporting us, and practice supporting us, just letting guys know. What my role is just play harder, play defense, and that's the same mentality every game. Everybody come in each and every game playing hard. We got some good minutes from Terrio coming off the bench, and, that probably filled in a little bit of gap for Timmy, but, overall everybody played good.
Okay, we'll stay here on the front row.
Yeah, Nick Moyle, San Antonio Express News. Yeah, Tyrese, we talked a little bit the other day about Arterio. Now you just mentioned him, but how much of a boost did he give you all in that first half with 10 points and a couple steals?
That's something we're not surprised by. Like I told you the other day, man, he's working his tail off, and he's learning as much as he can from, the older guys and just being within the program. I didn't see Terrio grow up since he came in here, and he just stayed true to himself through the ups and downs. Even games he don't play, he's having a positive mindset. So for him to have that success is not a surprise for nobody in the program.
Any other questions for Tyrese? Why don't we bring Coach back in and let you ask questions to him. Keep Tyrese here just for a little bit longer. Questions for Coach as well. Okay. Chip here on the left.
Rodney, how did Timmy do this? I saw him at the shoot-around yesterday. He was looking good. What happened, and how did it change things?
Well, Timmy got nicked up a little bit in the Kansas game, and we immediately started trying to work on his recovery. But we got one of the best trainers in the country, John Riley, strength coach. They've been working with him over the last couple of days, and we just made a decision that we're going to go day to day, and he's getting better each and every day. But we'll put him back out there when the opportunity presents itself to where he's 100%. Yeah, it's just a day-to-day situation right now, lower leg situation.
How did it change things? Obviously Jabari starts. He didn't start. He didn't shoot very well the first half.
Yeah, well, Jabari's played starter minutes all year. He's sixth man of the year in our league. I think he was sixth man nationally as well today. But he's played starter minutes all year. Could have easily been in the starting lineup for us this season. So, again, it was a next man up mentality. He had an opportunity for Terrio Morris to see some significant minutes as well. And both of those guys have been working really hard to be prepared for this moment.
Here on the front row.
Hey, Coach, with Timmy out, I think Dylan played a season high in minutes. Did you anticipate that he would play a larger role today with Timmy out?
Well, Dessou's been playing great for us down the stretch. You know, he really has, and he was rebounding the ball at a very high clip today, and rebounding was a big emphasis in this game here because Oklahoma State's really big up front, and they really crashed the board really hard. I thought he did a nice job for us in the first half and had some really tough rebounds in the second half as well. But, yeah, he needed to get some extended minutes. We knew Brock was going to have to play quite a bit as well. And CB. This is one of the biggest front lines in the Big 12. So we knew we were going to need those guys up front to be on the floor for an extended period of time for us today.
Again, on the front row on the right.
Rodney, kind of going off of that, you know, last year was really tough on Dylan coming off of that knee injury. Didn't play a ton for y'all down the stretch. Just how different is he, you know, mentally, physically, emotionally this year from where he was at this point last year?
Yeah, he had a full summer, and he had all of the fall to prepare for the season, which made a world of a difference for him going into the season. Had a great fall camp and put himself in position to start for us this year. And I think he's had a stellar year. I really do. I think his confidence has been extremely high. I think he was early in the Big 12 play. He was a really good rim protector for us and one of the best shot blockers in the league. And then his scoring started coming. And all predicated on how much work he's put in throughout the course of the year. When guys' roles change during the year, that's just a product of them working hard. And he's given a great lift scoring the ball as well.
Okay, we are now joined by Dylan Dessou. We'll take questions for Dylan and Tyrese before we excuse them and come back to Coach. Here on the left side.
For Tyrese and Dylan, what's going on with your coach? A couple of technical fouls here. I mean, tough guy. What's going on?
He got 10 push-ups for us. That's all I can say.
I got 10 good push-ups.
What'd you say, RT?
No, you know what? Again, in the heat of the battle, you know, I thought our guys were playing hard. We didn't finish the game the way we really wanted to in terms of executing and taking care of the basketball. But, you know, sometimes you think there's some extra contact out there. And, you know, that was on me probably a little bit too much, demonstrative, you know, saying too much to her and things. And so, you know, a lot of respect for our officials in the Big 12. They've done an incredible job, you know, officiating the best league in the country. It's been physical, you know, throughout the entire year. And, you know, our crew, I mean, they've done as good as you can do, you know, at this level in terms of officiating. So, you know, that's on me in terms of that technical foul, and you can't get that at that juncture of the game. And I said that to our guys.
Okay, here on the front.
Hey, Dylan, I asked Coach this, with Timmy out, did you anticipate maybe playing more minutes? Because I think you had a season high in minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I thought, you know, a lot of guys me and CB would both have an uptick in minutes with Timmy going down. He plays the 4, but we, you know, CB and I can both play that position, and so we kind of expected, you know, more from us tonight.
Okay.
Coach Terry this previously, but, you know, I'm curious, you know, last year was so difficult on you coming off the knee injury. I know you didn't play a ton down the stretch. How different just do you feel this year, just mentally, physically, health-wise?
Yeah, I mean, I feel great for sure. I think I talked about this before. It takes a while, you know, with those like really, really big knee injuries and really even like minor knee injuries. You know, I had a meniscus before my freshman year at Vanderbilt. So my first year, I didn't really feel, you know, fully 100%. And that kind of was like a little bit last year. You know, I was kind of just trying to get my legs back under me. And then this year, I feel great. I had a summer, fall camp. And now, I mean, I'm having a great season, I feel like.
Any other questions for our student athletes? You do, Chip? Okay.
Dylan, we haven't gotten a chance to talk to you. You know, Brock said he's coming back for a 6th year. What do you have an idea what your plan is for next year?
I have no idea right now. I'm just, you know, trying to play the season, trying to win a championship, and I'm focused on what's at hand right now. When the end of the season comes, then I'll sit down with my family and discuss that.
Other questions for our student athletes? Guys, we're going to let you go back to the locker room. Maybe some more interviews back there for you. Who knows? Thank you for coming. Congratulations on the victory, and we will see you tomorrow. Questions to finish up with Coach Terry. On Coach's right in the middle.
Coach, what's allowed you guys to have so much success against OSU this year?
You know, a lot of respect for Mike. You know, his teams play extremely hard. One of the best defensive teams in the Big 12 all year long. Elite level rim protection. Just a highly competitive team that never is going to quit. They're going to play 40 minutes, and you're going to be in those type of games with him. You know, I think missing Anderson's a big piece out of the lineup right now. You know, and he really pushes the pace for them, and he sets the table for other guys out there to shoot the basketball. You know, him not being in that lineup is a really big piece missing out of the lineup right now. You know, I don't know. I think we've just kind of willed our way in terms of trying to know we have to have a physical mindset when we play against his team, and know we're going to have to do a really good job of trying to execute offensively because they're so good defensively.
Let's go a little further back on Coach's right.
Hey, Coach, this is Lane Higgins from the Wall Street Journal. I was wondering if you could sort of walk me through just how would you describe the style of basketball play that's in the Big 12? Because obviously it's physical, it's tough, it's deep, but in this league in football, everyone plays a little bit of a different style, but in basketball, it seems like it's a little bit different, you know? So how would you describe, you know, what that is, and have you noticed it changing or being different at all this year?
Well, I think, one, we got incredible coaches in this league. I mean, we got Hall of Fame coaches. We got guys who won national championships, guys been in the Final Four. I think, you know, there's not one team we played this year that's not prepared. I think the preparation is at a very high level in this league, which at the end of the day really requires your team to have to really out-execute other teams, whether it be defensively, offensively. And, again, we've got really good physical players in this league as well, and good players. But, again, I think this year's, you know, league, you know, a lot of times I think we had a chance to lead the league this year in scoring. We've tried to play faster. Even with the physicality, teams are still trying to play at a great pace, which has been a challenge as well. So I think that's what made this league this year. I think the coaching, I think the players, and teams trying to play a lot faster. You know, Baylor could really score the ball from the perimeter as well.
And just a quick follow-up on that.
Can you wait for the microphone?
Just a quick follow-up on that. Do you think that the ability for these coaches and teams to reload with transfers and sort of have a second pipeline of talent has influenced the depth of the league at all?
No, it's actually, it for sure is an older league. I mean, everyone kind of, at this day and time in college basketball, and even college athletics as a whole, you know, likes to try to stay older in terms of the transfer portal and things of that nature. But, you know, there's still some good young players and young talent in this league as well. We have two good young players that are developing every day and getting better every day. But I think, you know, again, everyone wants to stay older.
Closing questions now for Coach. Here on the left.
RT, Marcus, obviously he's not shooting it very well the last 5 games. It's like 30%. 2 of 10 tonight, 0 of 3 from 3, but he got to the foul line tonight, which he hadn't done a couple games where he's been struggling shooting. What is he taking the right shots? Is he forcing some things? What are you seeing?
Chip, you had to remind me of that. No, he's working extremely hard right now, and I think his best basketball is still ahead of him. You know, I think he's taking and getting really good open looks. I mean, teams game plan for Marcus. They trap. They put the best defender on him, and he's still getting good looks. He got to the foul line tonight, you know, my message to him is keep shooting the basketball. You're open. You're taking open shots. You know, don't pass up any shots because you missed a shot. You put the work in. We expect you to make those shots and take those shots.
Okay, here on the front row, quick question.
Coach, Jabari's been a starter in his career. He hasn't started this year. What's kind of the biggest challenge for a guy to come in and be a starter for one game? And for you as a coach, what was the biggest challenge with your rotation with Jabari starting?
Thomas, I think, you know, again, over the course of Jabari's career, he's been a starter. You know, when we recruited him to come in and be a guy that gave us incredible energy off the bench, and he gave us a nice touch with the scoring piece as well. But he fully embraced that role from the very beginning. He played starter minutes, so for him going into the lineup wasn't really that big of a change for us. He's just starting the game now, and he had to try to play without fouling. Sometimes he'll pick up quick early fouls in the half, and he really couldn't do that. That's probably the biggest adjustment for him starting the game. You can't pick up quick fouls, but He's played well throughout the course of this year. I think it's shortened our rotation, obviously, with not having Timmy in there. But other guys were ready to step up. They've been working hard, and really happy for the minutes that Ontario was able to get today. We said all along to him that there was going to come an opportunity where he was going to come in and be an impactful player for us at some point of the season. And he had an incredible opportunity today, and he did a great job.
Last question in the back.
Yeah, Coach, this is Chuck Culpepper from the Washington Post. I wonder how you think it helps you that your resume has a lot of variety in terms of places, regions, levels, situations.
Yeah, Chuck, again, I think having that experience, it's nothing like experience. You know what I mean? And a lot of times you start dating yourself when you start talking about your journey and where you've been. And you look up and people are like, man, Coach, you're really old. You know, but we're young every day because we work with young people that keep us young at heart. But no, it's really helped me in a number of ways. I mean, this year, you know, in particular, I mean, my demeanor with our team, you know, I've really tried to just embrace and enjoy this journey. You know, live where my feet are right now, and just take these guys as far as we can take them. You know, I think in the past, I think I've kind of coached hard, kind of still coach hard right now as well, but I really enjoy the interaction I have with my players during the game and in practice as well. So I don't know, I've just taken on a whole different approach in that regards, and I think the experience and different backgrounds and people that I've worked with over the years have really helped me to this point right now.
Okay, Coach, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations. We will see you tomorrow.